What's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of WakeMAKERS Project Boat. Today's the day we're going to be installing our GSA system on our project boat. If you have questions if this system will work for yours, hit us up at support@wakemakers.com. We'll be happy to help. Before we get started, we're going to tape everything off and get a good mock-up measurement of where this thing's going to go. So let's get to it. So for our mock-up, we zeroed out our level to the hull of the boat. We then placed the level onto the actual plate itself to make sure that we can have 18 degrees of clearance, along with then clearance to our platform. We then remeasured from our 4 inches in to see where we actually need to be so that our actuator will fit in place. We're gonna measure the other side and also get this platform off so we can work on it.
Here we're pulling the hinge off the tab because it's a lot easier to hold the hinge up to the boat without the tab because the tab is really heavy. As you can see, we already marked them, but this is what we did. Lined our hinge back up with our mark from before, and then double checked we were not below the hull of the boat because we don't want that hinge dragging at all when we're running down the lake. So then we marked the holes and getting ready for drilling.
Cool, so now that we've got our holes drilled, always remember to start your drill bit in reverse to burn through that layer of gel coat. Then you want to countersink all of those holes to prevent spider cracking. We're going to fill all those up with marine sealant and then send our screws through to get everything attached.
Here we're throwing the hinge back on so we can mount the tab up on the boat and get to measuring and mounting the actuator. Gracias.
So the nice thing about the GSA surf tabs is they offer some adjustability with where and how you can get your actuators mounted. We realized we had to take our lower mounting bracket and extend it back to accommodate for the degree that you're looking for in your surf tabs. When the actuator is fully extended, you want between 10 to 12 degrees on your surf tab. We realized that we had to move this back to accommodate for that. Once you get that all in place and measured up, you can actually then take the upper mounting bracket on the actuator and screw it to the boat. When mounting up your actuator, you normally can feed your power cord through that center hole, but because our floor in our boat, we're unable to access this area, we do need to drill a separate hole to send our power cord through in order to power our actuator. All right, now that we've got everything on the rear of the boat, we're gonna start running cables through to get everything powered up. We did have to run an extension from our battery over to the control unit just because of where its location is. We're also going to use a cable snake to run wires through to be able to make it a lot easier for us to get everything where it needs to go.
Hey, I got it. Hey, look at this guy. Look what I caught. Man, successful fishing day.
All right, we're here at the dash, just about to put the faceplate in. We were gonna try and put it just a little bit behind the throttle, but we double checked and there is another mounting stud right there where we want it. So I went ahead and reached behind and unbolted this panel. We're gonna tip it down and see kind of where exactly we can put it. And then it probably is gonna be easier to drill it while it's off anyway. So we might end up being way back here. We'll find out. We'll show you soon. Yeah, those mounting studs would suck. Cool, so we got the panel off and removed, and now that we can tip it back, we can see there's a mounting stud here, here, and here. So it actually allows us to put the faceplate kind of right where we were wanting in the beginning, kind of right in front of the throttle. That way, when it's in neutral, we can reach all the buttons. When it goes into gear, we can still reach all the buttons. And then obviously when we're surfing, it'll probably be down here. So that's fully clear. All right, so we've found the space we want it. Like I said, we were able to put it farther forward like we were thinking. We have to push it down a little bit because we did see some fiberglass behind. And now we're using the template that should be provided. If you don't see it in your kit, you can get it online on GoSurfAssist.com and print it out, make sure it's to scale, and then we suggest taping it up and getting after it with the drill bit.
Awesome, so that concludes our install of the GSA on our project boat. This is a project you can handle yourself at home in your garage with a buddy or two. Just be sure to follow those instructions and take your time. Also a good idea to have plenty of beer on hand. If you don't feel comfortable installing this yourself at home, you can reach out to a local marine service center as they should be able to help with installation. If you have questions on the GSA system or need help with installation, you can always hit us up at WakeMAKERS.com or you can reach out to GSA at GoSurfAssist.com. Be sure to follow along as we tackle more projects on the project boat.